How's it going? Today's video is going to be about lead weights. Yeah. Okay. So in my life I have struggled trying to get the grips to grip properly, right, and get some symmetry in the wires and everything else. And this is just a short video just to give people a little helping hand on how to set the wires for your grip leads. Oh, this is what you're going to need to do this build: a lead weight, a pair of pliers, a pair of cutters, some wire of your choice. And you may or may not need that. The whole point of this video is that you don't need it because it's a pain. So onto the build. I make all of this myself out of a hardened stainless steel that I get on the internet. You can get it on Ali, wherever the hell you want. So I use it for the loops, clips, and also the grip wires. This one's 1.5. I like this one for just general use. I have 1.7 and I go all the way up to 2 mil. That's it. That's the heaviest I need or can use. The tools you'll need to do this are, depending on how good your tools are and how strong your hands are. I like these because it just cuts out any messing about. Anyway, so you'll need a pair of pliers as well. Okay, now there's not particularly special about these pliers except they've got a flat spot on them, right, which is there, and it has no tool surface on it, which is also good, and it allows me to keep some consistency. I use this to measure where I bend the wire, so there's no guesswork. It takes the guesswork out, right? And yeah, you're going to want to know what it is. Yeah, okay, right, shut up. I have got the measuring device. I've measured it. I measured it. Okay, right, it's 9 mil, the flat spot. Good to know, right? So this is just how you determine how long you want them, but you can always clip them back. So I would say about there, and I will measure this afterwards just so you get an idea of what I'm doing, right? These are a good pair of pliers, so they will cut this without any trouble. You see? Now I'm going to measure this. This is the length I like them for general fishing anyway. I don't really measure anything generally, but I just eyeball everything. I've done this a few times and I know it works for me. But since a lot of people haven't, I'm going to measure it and I'm going to show you how long it is. This measure starts here, and so it is 17 centimeters. Okay, so I will cut another one approximately the same length. We don't have to be, you know, serial killer about it. About will do in my world anyway. So then you take your lead weight. This is just so you don't have to mess around with tape measures or anything else, right? It's so finicky and it annoys the head off me. So I'm going to put my first one in. Now I just eyeball it. I don't actually measure anything. So then I take my clippers to the point that I explained, that flat bit, which is here on this pliers. No tool surface, and I just take it, I just bend it forward, right? Now I hold it there like that, and I take it over to the other side, and once I've got it clamped down, it's not going anywhere, and I can let go, and I push the other one up. Now you can see that they're fairly close, right? And that's good enough for me. I'll just trim that back if it really annoys me, but it won't. I can deal with that, I think. Okay, we clip it back a little bit just for symmetry, right? Now there you go, right? You happy? Right, so now it looks like this. Yes, now we do this. Like that, right? I don't know if you can see where I'm going. Now you take the pliers and you take them to this point here, just the same part again, okay? And you bend it towards yourself or away from yourself. It all depends. At this point you can't go wrong, not unless you're a complete idiot. Okay, so then it looks like this, right? Yes. So that's not going to work, no. So you squeeze it in a little bit more. You can take it past the lead weight like that. Okay, there's no need for plastic, beads or anything else. When you lose the lead weight, at least the only thing you're going to leave in the sea is some lead and some steel. If you use plastic or beads or rubber or whatever else, you're going to leave that behind as well. It costs more money, and it is unnecessary. The lead weights come with grooves in them and the wires bite in there like that. Okay, that's it. Now I'm going to cut another one the same size. which I've already done because I forgot. And just do exactly the same thing again. Get it in there, yes. Just hold it there like that. Get a bite on it. And you can let go. Bend it. Wonderful. Right. Bend them in again. While they're in the center, obviously. Symmetry in all things. This helps it sit where you want it as well when you do that. You take the pliers. You just do exactly the same as you did before. Bend it out. Next side. Bend it out. That's it. Right. Take it past. Squeeze it in. There you go. Now you can just mess with them. Get them all the same length and whatever. So that's how I make my grip wires. They grip much better as well because of that triangle there. Puts a lot of force on that point right there. Also, if you want to get an elastic band on there, there's room here to loop it on there and a place for it to hold in here if it's not gripping properly. It's a really good way, wrapping bait elastic around it. They don't unclip, and if it does bust you have to do it again. With the elastic band you just wrap it around again. It's in one of my videos, Billy's top 5 tips. I'll link that in the description. So I'm Billy. This is Billy showing you how to put the grips on your griplets. Wherever you are in the world, remember, I'll see you on the beach. Bye.